All right, mic check, mic check. Checking chickens. Check, check, checking chickens. Think we're sounding good. All right, what's up, everyone? My name is Brent. Welcome to Wicked Minis. How's everyone doing on the Sunday? Pretty sure it's Sunday. Yeah, it's definitely Sunday. I'm gonna say it's 4 more days till Christmas. Crazy. I'm gonna work on these endless spells. I'm gonna have to fix some things, do some things, get some things done. First things up, got pale green. Little touch-ups. Just the little things here. Just the little things. That's how this is. It's like blowing like crazy, so it's like hurricane weather outside. Got to be at least like 30 miles an hour winds outside. It's crazy. It's blowing so hard. 701, what's up? Or we can go with Hawk too. How you doing? Alright, just getting these things all prepped. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the base, get the base done. Get it kind of prepped so when I can drop the wash on it. Then we'll work on the other endless spell when we get to that point. Because these things are done. They just need a wash. So we're gonna do an oil wash on them. We're gonna be using Kraut Cover Scenics. These are little miniatures for a game from Games Workshop called Age of Sigmar. These little dudes are for the night haunts. So I can show you some night haunts. All right, so they're for a tabletop game. Big giant tabletop game that you play. These things are what they considered endless spells. They're kind of like a buffer for your armies. But then you got like little dudes like these. And then you'll buy a bunch of these models. You'll assemble the models. And then you paint the models. And then you can play on a big tabletop, like a 5-foot by 4-foot table. You'll be playing another opponent that has similar or different kinds of miniatures that you'll be playing against each other, taking over objectives and what have you. But you'll assemble these little dudes, and then enough where you can have a relative army, and then pretty much you're like the brigade commander, and you're kind of overwatching your whole field, and then you're moving your characters to certain objectives and taking over your opponent and whatnot. And that's what this is. There's like little cool little dudes, different ones. And these guys here, they're all like, they're called, you have a bunch of different kind of armies. And with this army, they're called the Night Haunts. So they're all a bunch of ghosts. But we're trying to get this all set up so I can have an actual army. It can get very competitive too in this. There's a bunch of competitions all over the country, let alone the world, playing these games that you can attend to. Big old conventions and stuff that are all about tabletop gaming and whatnot. All right. A little PVA glue. We're gonna start basing these things. I need my little one dedicated brush for just PVA glue because it just destroys them. Now we're gonna sit here and kind of dip it right into here. This is what I call a shake and bake. I'll need to glue these things on later, but there's something we're gonna have to do afterwards. Perfect. Shoot. Alright, now those things are all based, which is great. I'm gonna have to step away for a second and rinse off my brush off the sink because I don't need a bunch of PVA glue or Elmer's glue or whatever glued all over the brush. I mean, it's already destroyed anyways, but perfect. Need a nice little rinse off. All right. Whew. Man, that wind is whipping where I'm at. It's crazy. Like it's just massive amount of wind. All right, so now we got them based. Now we gotta trim them up. Need some satin black. And then we'll get into the wash. I like them with a nice clean black rim around here. This makes them look really nice. Perfect. All right, next thing up, we're gonna be sitting here and doing some oil washing. First up is gonna be the Mr. Hobby Multi-Black. We're gonna need a little bit of solvent to get that to move around. Need my oil brush. Of course, I left that at the other paint booth. Hold on. Okay. We are solid now. Okay. And the first thing I want to do is pop these. Do these first. Dip in the oil, dip in the solvent. Swish it all around in there. Don't have to focus too much time on that one because it's going to be mostly hidden. So dip in here, dip in the solvent. Hey, what's up, Dark Rosie? How you doing? Perfect. This needs to sit for just a second, because I still don't want to get rid of like too much of the brightness on this thing, so I have to start wiping it, but all the deep recesses can pretty much keep all that black wash. Eye sockets, back of the mouth, stuff like that. I was using a makeup sponge. Absorbs it really nicely. This one. All right, currently at work, so I'll pop in once you're out. All right. No worries. Everybody's all getting close to their Christmas breaks. It's only just like 4 days away. Great. That's perfect. Then we can get on to the next endless spells. If we can finish the next one, would be nice too. I want to keep these things nice and glowy. Still keeping some of that shaded stuff on there, so that works. Perfect. Those are pretty. Put them, well, almost. I need another sponge. Did I use up all my old ones? Ah, alright. You're glad he's working? Gotta get that final present done. I need to start wrapping presents. I'll do that after this stream. Start getting some stuff under the Christmas tree. Alright. So, first things first. I need to get these things glued on here. Well, it's alright. We're going to let that sit for a minute. We'll work on the other ones. We got lots of time. Lots of time. No rush on this one. I feel pretty good today, so keep going until I don't feel that good. How about that? Okay. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. Move these things out of the way. Move those things relatively dry. We're going to work on these ones. You're like, rude, how am I supposed to snoop now? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. All right. Next. I need this thing. Well, I finished a set of lynch guard, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna try to finish another 5 tomorrow. What's up, Chaotic? How you doing? What's up, Roland? So yeah, so I finished up. Oop, thought for a minute there, I thought it broke. So yeah, I finished up some lynch guard. So I got a set of 5 of them. You tired? So they look pretty good. Pretty good for selling on eBay. Oh, you've been caring for your dad? Gotcha. Moving to vampire counts in the future. And Warhammer the old world, if you had to say. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, for the Night Haunts. Night Haunts going over to the vampire courts. An old world. I can't wait. It'll be so much fun to do some old world stuff. But I say that with everything though. Like, it'll be fun to do some Age of Sigmar. Let's get the Night Haunts all done. I'm working on these and I'm like, man, it'd be awesome to get like old world stuff. I got tons of it. I got so much of it. It's like so much of it's like exciting because it's like it's so much that it'll just bring back like nostalgia stuff, you know? I'm sorry about that, Chaotic. It's hard to do that kind of care, which I'm thinking that's what your kind of care you're taking care of. Yeah, it's draining. It is draining. It's necessary and draining all at the same time. Have to. You have to. Okay. Next. I'm gonna use some bronze. That. Okay. And then we're going to use light bronze after. All right. Then I'm going to be using dark silver. Brush is probably not large enough. For sure, it's not large enough. Okay, let's go ahead and just go ahead and dip into the big one. What just happened? Weird stuff happening here. Strange things happening. It's so stinking windy at my house. Oh my gosh, the winds are blowing like 20, 30 mile an hour winds. It's got to be stronger than 20, so I got to say they've got to be close to 30. I mean, it's whooping. Just whipping outside. It's been like this for like 3 days. Barely getting like any weather, like a little bit of sprinkling of rain and then just like hurricane freaking winds, man. It's been crazy. Like, I remember always having some windstorms, but this has just been absurd how many windstorms we get. It's just so stinking windy out. Like this thing kind of tough for this angle. Everywhere but where I want it. Yeah, so I get a set of endless spells done, and then the other set of endless spells, I only need one. I don't need 2 endless spells. And put the other one on my eBay store. Get that thing gone. I'm working on the lynch guard, so for Necrons, I'll be getting hopefully another 5 done tomorrow. And then we'll stream Tuesday, and then hopefully I can get the last 5 done on Wednesday. And then that'll get all 15 of them completed. This one while the other one's drying. Like I said, I have 2 of these. Completely missed the whole side of this thing. All the flames. Missed it with the inks. It's hilarious. Think I got it all and then nope. It was hilarious. Missed a whole section of it. What a pain. And it's all bronze because then we'll go light bronze and then we'll do all a bunch of verdigris over this thing as well. Alright. Now it looks like, I think these things might be dry enough to glue them on. Okay. Go ahead and do that, so then I can wash the top of the thing. That's nice. Now I just got to wash the top of this. And this one's already been glued once upon a time. This one. Sort of. This one doesn't want to go in place. Oh. Alright. Perfect. Now, bust out the wash real quick. We'll just do the top of this thing. Technically, I'd probably just, there's so much sediment on the bottom of this one, I could probably just use that only. Whoop. Almost knocking things over just to fix this thing. Goodness grief. Perfect. I like it. Put this out of the way. This out of the way, so we don't sit here and spill things everywhere. Put that up. Okay. Now, I'm gonna need a little chisel brush. We're gonna use a little GW chisel for dry brushing. I'm gonna go into that light bronze. Nice, looks good. Take the next one. Because after this, we're gonna have to base this thing as well. Get this thing, well, maybe I didn't wipe enough off of here, huh? A little too pungent. And then get this thing a wash, and then we'll go into the next endless spell, which is the third one, because there's 3 of these things, 3 different ones. Already cramping in the back. The lovely feeling of being an artist of any caliber. Painting miniatures, painting canvases, painting people. Back cramps. Oh. Okay. That looks good. Now. All right. Probably wipe off these other ones real quick. Hopefully without breaking the lid right off. Be nice. Perfect. I like it. Got one done. Sweet. That is a completed 2 there. This one, we got a slight little issue because we need to have more ink to fix the problem that we have here on this one. The other one's all done, so that one looks pretty good. Then we gotta go into the, you know, look how bad, I like them. Like I said, I don't need a whole lot. A little bit of thinner. Doing an ink. A little bit of thin. And a little bit of brush work here. And like this one here, I missed it. How, why, or whatever. Just blind. Okay. And then that's it there. I'm gonna have to do a little laundry swap around here. I need to grab my son because I can't get anything out of the dang laundry because it's supposedly too heavy. So I'll be right back, guys. I gotta rinse this thing too. Ridiculous. It is just crazy how windy it is. It's so windy out. I mean, it's just flat out blasting. Okay. Well, while that's drying, we're going to do the chains. We're going to do the chains in silver. I'm going to use the dark silver first. Something else I need to check too. It's just so stinking windy outside. I'm tired of all this crazy winds. It's non-stop, just hurricane blasting us over here. What's up, Antifreeze? How you doing, my man? I'm just trying to keep my house in one place. The wind's blowing so stinking hard over here. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like we're up to like 30-mile-an-hour winds or something. We got severe weather warning here. And it's mostly just high. And this is gonna go all the way until 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, southwest winds to 35 to 45 miles an hour. The gust up to 65, that's normally like, we'll get some gusts that'll get up to like 50 here, but normally that 65 and stuff's on the top peaks of the mountains. And then there's a huge valley that's south of me that kind of has like a like a ton of wind tunnel that comes through the mountains, right through the valley that's way down south. They'll get like 65 to 100 mile an hour winds down there. But I mean, it is windy. Like I could feel like the pressure changing inside my house. Like it's just so stupid windy, and then it's just like it won't even have a chance to rain here. Like things are like a little wet here, like with rain, but like the wind's blowing so hard, it's probably blowing all that rain to Utah by now. It's just ridiculous how much rain has been hitting here, or how much wind. I mean, it's been like 3 days of this crap. This one's like the worst day out of the bunch. This one's super windy. The other ones were like 20 to 30 miles with like gusts up to like 45 to 60. This one here is like 35, 45 mile an hour winds. These are ridiculous winds. That's crazy because it's blowing so hard. I could feel the pressure like in my ears, kind of like how you climb elevation and then drop elevation. Like just in my home, I can feel it. You don't got anything happening there? Man, it's been ridiculous. Like, it's supposed to give us like weather. I thought maybe we'll get some snow or something, but we haven't got nothing. Like, nothing. Just crazy wind and a little sprinkle of rain. Sprinkle. Like enough rain to get like your vehicles and stuff, and then with the wind blowing for dirt to stick to it. Like that's like where we're at. It's ridiculous here. And I can't believe this month's almost over with. It's crazy. It feels like this year just went by so fast. Like I got to start planning on competition pieces next year for the following year. I'm gonna use like the mine work models. Like that's like the goal is I'm gonna use like all the mine work studio models for all the small competition pieces like Las Vegas Open. If there's one at like Gen Con, Nova, that kind of stuff. I think those will work the best for those. And then work on GW models for as long as I feel like it. I just gotta, I was picking some things and not picking things, and then I changed my mind. I'm like, I think I just want to do like simple ones for Adepticon. Like, I don't want to do like all these like crazy big L nonsense pieces. I think like the simpler, the better. Like take a simple model and then make it like relatively difficult. Let's do a silver on this. And then go and work for golden demon pieces. But I gotta see like things that'll like intrigue me enough to want to do like, but I still want to shoot for like simple. Maybe make them difficult, but just because you're gonna put them in like a crazy base or whatever. But a simpler piece. Kind of crazy, like taking me forever just to paint these little chain links. Pain in the butt. Perfect. Okay. Now we'll switch over to the other one. We'll go a bright silver, but then we're just doing dry brushing over it, so that makes it a little easier. Word. All I hear is just that zooming, brooming, booming sound of freaking wind outside. It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's just so loud too. Those all bright now. Making some progress here. We'll do the other one before I rinse off my brush here. Because now after it's all done with the dry brushing, we're going to oil wash these two. Hey Boyle, can you take that dryer? Is the dryer still going? Go and start it again, please. Thank you. All right, perfect. Now I'm gonna rinse the brush off. We're gonna do a little bright pale green, and then do a little dry brushing on this. Another piece here. Then we're gonna wash it. After the wash, well, actually, we'll probably base it too while we're at it. So we're gonna base it, wash it, and then we're gonna need a little bit of this bright pale green. Just a touch. Don't need a whole lot. Okay. Then after the wash, I could fix a little bit on the wood staff or the scythe. And then we'll add the verdigris, and we'll actually put rust on these, on the chains. So we'll use the dirty down, but I need to do it after a wash. So we're gonna tone everything down first, and then we're gonna verdigris and do all that stuff after. Looks pretty good there. And then we'll work on the last piece of the endless spells, and hopefully get all the endless spells all done, and then may just stop myself after that. And then so I can get these things prepped, like 3 of them, all 6 of them will get varnished, 3 of them will go onto eBay, the other 3 will be in my own arsenal to keep. So we'll see. All right. Basing. This might be a little tricky. Okay. Now this base is huge compared to the size that I have here. Normally put it in a bigger container, but for some reason I don't know where the hell all my containers are, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we got. Okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. So take the brush, pick a side, stay with the side. All right, now Okay, let's do it again. Is it simple working on striking scorpions today? I'll have to count up how many I painted this year. Gosh, that's a lot this year. That is definitely a lot this year. Like, I think this year is probably the biggest year of miniatures I have painted. Because you got to say I finished a lot of the orcs at the beginning of this year. Tyranids. Some Space Bros. The Necrons. All the Imperial Knights and stuff that we did, which is not very many. Yeah, your orcs, like I did so many. Yeah, could have been dang close. It's got to be dang close because you gotta say, like, I just finished up. It's a lot of that's a lot of miniatures, man. But I gotta say, it's probably the most I've ever done. Probably the most I've ever done in a single year was this year. Like, this year's got to be the most I've ever done. I must have done like 50. I must have done like 50 of the boys, like 30 of the new school boys. Well, we did like 6 or 9 of those Killicans. I can't remember if I did like the War Trike and all the bikes this year. I did them last year. I can't remember now. Let's not make a mess, Brent. Perfect. Man, we did all those Tyranids. I did one sold. What do I have? I got still 2 sets of the Necron Warriors. I did 7 sets of 10, so that was 70 there for just Necron Warriors. It's 21, 20, 70. That's just 90 miniatures. And then I just finished the 5. So it's 95, already 95 in just Necrons. I sold 1 combat patrol of Tyranids. I still got 2 more sets of them. I think there are 33 in each one of those. So that's what, 93, 69, 99, plus all the other little small things of Necrons I painted. I painted over 100 or so Necrons. Did a little bit of Space Bros with the Ultra Bros. And that's like another 10, it's 13. So that was like 13 or so. That was a lot. That was a lot of Necrons. And then the Orcs was like 50 or so. So I wanted to say I probably did like 300 or 400 miniatures from January to now. And then the end of the month giveaway stuff. That was pretty much every month. Yeah, it's a lot of miniatures. Golly. I don't know. I don't even know how I'm going to be able to keep track. That's the thing. You too, Sarah Elizabeth. You have a good one. Change this one out. This one. A lot of minis this year. It was pretty good. Got a pretty good amount of clear out. Still got much more to do. Just trying to clear out all these freaking miniatures. Hey, what's up, Gene Start? How you doing? Working on all these Night Hunt Endless Spell stuff today. Seeing how much we can get done. A little bit of satin black. Just chilling. Doing some chilling. Make too big of a mess here. Well, now we're gonna sit there, we're gonna pull out the oil wash and wash the scythes. Doing my stuff. A little bit of oil wash, get my brushes. I'm gonna wash it first, and then we're gonna get back into the dirty down after the wash dries. And then put the verdigris and the rust where they belong. Every time that I do the dirty down first and then do the wash, it kind of melts some of it away. So, and I kind of want them really strong with the rust and the, but I need to tone everything down first. So, I'm going to do the wash first. And then we can kind of fix up any little things that we missed or bypassed or whatever. And then just hit everything down with the Dirty Down products. I really like them a lot. It's not that much thinking process of making verdigris and rust out of just normal paints. Just put that nasty stuff all over it and just let it do its work. I'm gonna let that sit. Try to clean this off as best we can. Put that over here. Put this up here. And then we gotta work on the third endless spell for the night haunts. And these are these little dudes with the little time. Now, I did majority of all of this with just inks. Didn't paint them with anything, just inks. There's a green ink, and then a brown ink, and then like a sienna for the center, and then I did a little bit of black on top of it too for the hourglass. But we're going to spend a little bit more time on the hourglass. I'm not exactly sure if that's going to come out properly or not. And that big one is just trying to get the proper browns that I'm after. Since the inks give me something that's much brighter than most browns that I actually own or carry. I should have a warm brown somewhere. Where the hell did I put it? I know there's a warm brown somewhere here. There we go. That'll work. We'll just lighten it up. Back up where that belongs, I guess. Start trying to put my stuff away. Normally everything's all over the place. It's a giant disaster. Take this. Let me get some bright ivory. Need something a little bit more browny. Oh, maybe the dark orange brown will work better. Maybe the warm brown will work, but maybe we got to go into an orange brown. Maybe a little mixture of both. Okay, I feel like that's a little closer. Let's put the bright ivory in there now. It's a little bit better. Let's see if we can brighten it up more. I think I can live with that. Let's see here. Maybe you can go a little darker actually. Hard part is that I was playing around with the inks and now I got some color with the ink. And then now I gotta try to make it work here. Let's see here if I wanna. We'll just go with it. It's so windy outside. It's kind of like spooky. Like 30, 45 mile an hour winds, like ridiculous. cleaned up relatively nice. Francois, what's up? How you doing? Doesn't look terrible. Get this other one. I'm gonna have to remix some colors again. A little bit of bright ivory into this. Peeling 200 stencils off of the Phantom. That's funny. Just off the leg. That's funny. 200 stencils. Just 58 over the thigh. That's funny. That's a lot. That's a lot of stencils, man. That is a lot of stencils. Okay. That works. Now we're gonna need some black brown, I want to say, because we're gonna be covering up a lot of this hourglass. To make this work right, I think, is where the heck did I do with my black brown? That is the question for the ages. Now, I could have used up all my black brown. That's dark umber. And if I wasn't so disorganized, I'd be able to find my stuff. No, those are all the signature series. Dark brown's not a signature series. There it is. In front of my face. I was looking for a 17 milliliter bottle, but I think I used that one up already. This piece needs to stay in here. Maybe. There we go. I just stay in there for the sealer. And then you pop this. Woo. Solid. Like it had a leak in it or something. I don't know. Set it on the vortex because it's probably been 100 years. I hear something. I hear it mixing. I'm gonna try this black brown. Okay. I think this should work. Okay. So the idea is to keep the reflection that I want, but we're gonna have to kind of paint like an outline of this. Oops, wrong color. Boy, I'm doing a great job here. Okay, let's get in the proper color. How about that? Arch this thing around. Kind of like you're having like a little tiny window. Feel like I should. Well, let's first, let's get the the center one. I want to say I want to do this. There's no going back now. Just trying to keep it somewhat symmetrical. Like that. Okay. I'm going to do the same on this side. Just for now. It already kind of looks like there's sand in there. Like that. Like that on both sides. Okay. It looks right. I'm gonna do it on this. Since I got duals. Trash all over my brush. debris. Take up some more. Like that. It looks like there's a little bit of sand. Probably would take more off the top, actually, more than the bottom. Like that. All right, let's look at this one again, get another evaluation. Good, we gotta take more off the top. Give an illusion that there's actually sand there. Alright. Look half bad enough. Okay. Now, the next step on this thing is that we're going to speckle bright granulars of sand, and then after that, then we're going to have to attach the white reflection marks off of there so it looks like it's actually in glass. And then after that, that'll be pretty good. Here, I actually spent too much time on that and didn't wipe all the oil wash off of this thing. Trying to get myself in trouble already. I don't know if I can wipe it off. I feel like it all dried on there. Oh, unfortunate. So I'm gonna take some of the solvent. I'm gonna stick my makeup brush right in that thing. Makeup sponge. Sure, it absorbs quite a bit. There's a nice wet bound sponge. Might have to do it again so I can actually clear off all the greenery. It just reactivates the oil again, and then I can kind of remove it off of there. Not terrible, right? Let's do it again. Just knocked off a little skeleton off of my base. That's okay. And this is why I really like a Mr. Hobby oil wash. Works so good. I can sit there, took too much time on one, and then found out that, you know, you just reactivate it. And then you can kind of just wipe it right off. Makes things nice. Perfect. I don't know. I just gotta wait for that to dry, and then we'll start putting the verdigris and the rust on those. I'll throw that away. Good there. All right. What's up, Space Nifty? How you doing, man? I'll be right back. I gotta go take a leak real quick. Oh, peas are bad. Almost. 52,000 times. All right, 52,000 times is right. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little verdigris, a little rust, and then we'll work on the hourglass and getting the thing looking like sand's coming through it. Getting kind of hungry for lunch. Getting kind of hungry for lunch, I tell you. Well, dang. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do verdigris and we'll do the rust. So I'll do the verdigris here. Got rust right here. Do I have another bottle of verdigris? I do have another bottle of verdigris. Okay. So verdigris and rust. These are what the new bottles look like. These are what the old bottles are. This is how long I've been having this stuff for. I'm gonna need a petri dish. Okay. I think I washed it in this crusty old bottle. Okay. There's a trash brush that I'm going to destroy. I'm going to use this. Add a little water. Watch this stuff just start doing a bunch of non-healthy things here. Now I gotta stir this around because something happens with this verdigris. It only happens with the verdigris. It doesn't really happen with the rust, but I'll get this chunky crap. That hurt. And my verdigris, so it has like this big old chunky crap all in there. Don't know why it's providing that. Maybe it was just something about this batch or whatnot, but when you add water, it'll get this chunky thing. So I'm hoping that the new bottles don't do that. But for some reason, the old bottle does it. And then this is like, I guarantee, destroys your brush, whatever that stuff is, because it just adheres to your brush. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the verdigris now that we got all the chunky stuff out. And then we're just going to apply it all over the bronze. You can put it on super thick, you can put it on thin, just depends on how much of the effect you want to happen. I want mine slightly thicker, kind of like a medium spread on here. A little heavier in the engroovements, a little lighter on the blade itself. And then once it dries, it does its magic. It'll just sit there and just make verdigris. It's great. I love this stuff. Stuff stinks though, so prepare yourself. It is stinky stuff. I think it's probably like a water-based enamel is what I'm thinking that this thing is. Something of that sort. Okay. What's up, Nemo? Nah, it's coming along, man. It's coming along. We're making great progress. I'm hoping to finishing up these endless spells. And tomorrow I'm hoping to finish off another 5 Necron Lynch guards would be nice.
I stormens dån och någon av väl med svarta trån. Himlens portar rämnar snart. Ulven ular sin sista fart. Gudar rider mot sista strid. Mörkret kräver livets frid. Ingen återvändo finns när ödet brinner tyst och minst.
Sweet. Now I got the verdigris on. Now we just gotta wait for it to dry. Then it makes all sorts of weird stuff. Makes a lot of things happen. Okay. Now the next one we're gonna do the next one's gonna be the rust. I'm make sure we take these and those go get cleaned. So we're gonna do rust. Let's mix it up real good. There we go. Get it mixing good. Let's see. Maybe. This crusty old bottle. Okay. A little bit of water in this one. A little chemical reaction going on in here. See, the rust never gives me like that chunky stuff like the verdigris does. So I'm always pretty good with that. So grab my chains. Wrap this thing up real quick. It's gonna be nice. Put these things up and then get a varnish coat on them so I don't have to worry about anything coming apart, falling off, rubbing off. Oh, not bad, huh? That for the rust. Let that thing dry, and I'll show you what happens when it's all dried when we get that far. This stuff works awesome. Driving a Warhammer but can't paint, so I decided to do some custom job. Hope I got it finished till Christmas. That'd be cool. Mickey One Punch. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Anyway, not AM. It is. It is. It's all fake music. Keeps the DMCA off of my case. Cool. That one's all done too. Yeah, since doing the whole AI music thing, freaking kept the DMCA off of my case. Can't tell you how many times I keep getting hit and strike. Well, I never got strikes. Always got just constant, like, can't use this, can't use that, can't do this. Even when I get the royalty-free music, like people making real music and I pay for the royalty-free music, it was still hitting on both. Like, some songs were okay for Twitch and some of the songs were okay for YouTube, but none of them can cross-platform on it because one or the other owns it. So this has been just a tremendous help because it's just been non-stop fighting with the DMCA stuff. Now you just get fake music and then that's it. Like, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. No, it's like I'd never get popped. The only thing that I get popped for DMCA stuff is pretty much all your guys' your intro musics. So those are the only things that hit me. But those are like nothing in comparison of the songs. Like literally just, and then it automatically does the editing for me. So all I have to do is just approve it, but they just automatically edit it out for YouTube and stuff. But it's just like editing out like 10 seconds. Like when I was getting hit with like multiple DMCAs on my YouTube stuff for like songs, some of the songs are like 5-10 minutes long. It takes forever to edit all that stuff out of there. So big difference. And normally I'm not getting hit on Twitch like at all for the 10-second songs, so that's why it doesn't ever affect me on there. It's just the YouTube one affects. So, but the YouTube can take it all off automatically. I don't have to physically do it. It'll do it for me. So it's nice. Like really, really nice. Okay. Back to these bad boys. There you go. You're using a big old 6 limbs. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be really cool, actually. Because it's one of these guys. So I have a hive tyrant just sitting here. Well, I need to paint it up and put it on eBay. Also, all these things need to get painted up. That, and then still need the Parasite of Mortec. Got to paint this thing up, get it done. Still got to finish this dude. I need to finish him up, wrap him up, and then stick him with the other Ultra Bros that are on eBay before it sells or something. And I got a Chaplain, which I was gonna paint this all Blood Angels. I do have a Brutalis. I'm gonna paint that up too. And their stupid way of how these arms go on. I absolutely hate these arms. Yeah, Brutalis and paint that up in Death Company or Blood Angels. I'm not exactly sure which one I wanted to do. And then that would finish up pretty much all my... That came out of the magazines, the combat patrol magazines. Steps when you're painting the armor. Oh yeah, I have a handful of those for painting the Leviathan High Fleet. Well, if you do it consistently, probably be able to finish it up. All right, this is nice. Okay, going back to these dudes.
Þá ég var ung, sagði mér einhver að ég væri sæt. Ég þyrfti ekki að vera klár.
All right.
Og síðan þá hafa margir reynt að selja mig
Perfect. Making it like a really super bright sand.
og það endaði
Somewhat of a sand color.
alltaf eins en ekki nú.
And then technically, we're just gonna stipulate like crazy.
Niður grafnir, þar liggja hundar. Niður grafnir, þar liggja hundar. Niður grafnir, þar liggja hundar. Niður grafnir.
I think I could probably use something else that can make the stipulant a little bit better on there. I'm gonna use this really stiff dry brush. Let's see if this will do it. Oh yeah, 1,000 times better.
Þegar ég stóðst aldrei á og það endaði alltaf eins en ekki núna. Þar liggja hundar, niður grafnir. Þar liggja hundar, niður grafnir. Þar liggja hundar, niður grafnir. Þar liggja hundar, niður Vakka veit að varga fúl heldar í grárundin. Tröll það skýlir aldurlausi, hýlir húslaus maður. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur. Nú sé gauð ofan mar, ekk hann sjálfur lítill. Heldur eigi ástarleysi, fyndur feigra hör. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur.
Yeah, they don't look that bad, right? Not bad.
Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur akur. Köld eru sjávarvötn, öxlum er kaldur
Lanes per hour, half a day, custom slots. Yeah. Regular Death Watch veteran returned to his parent chapter after his tour of duty. There you go. The red with silver armor. Death Watch pauldron, yeah. That's funny. Good. Let's dip into the bright ivory. Well, a little bit more on this one. So, well, okay. Now I'm going to grab the other one. Rinse, repeat. Heckatone, what's up? It's going. I don't know, almost finishing up these endless spells for the night haunts. And then after I'm done with these, we'll probably Call it a day. Not bad. Man, spent $171 on some Conquest minis. Oh, so they're losing a store. So they're having a closeout sale deal. That sucks for the store, but probably not too bad of deals to get some stuff from them. Oh, they're like 50% off. That's nice. Those are excellent deals. It's just unfortunate that the place is closing. Wow. Looks good. Oh yeah, what's the faction? Conquest has quite a bit of them now. Quite a bit of factions now. All right, now we gotta get clever. We're gonna need wherever I put the white. It'll show up. There it is. We need bold titanium white. The Sorcerer Kings. Already doing a full roster for the Dwargorn, the dwarves. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. I'm stoked because most of my endless spells are done. I'm like down to this last little batch here. Freaking awesome. Okay. Before I start on this, I need to go and check on some things, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Right back.
Försvinner i stjärnljus, den eviga vägen till gryningens ljus. Människor dör, fränderna faller, så dör en man. Men aldrig dör ett rykte, jag hörde att jag skulle dö och aldrig komma tillbaka. Ett hörn i himna härjar, sitt i osynna valkyria.
Like in between freaking laundry things here. Hold on one second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to make myself a little peanut butter on bread so I have a little bit of a lunch. We're close. We're almost close on this thing. Close enough to be almost done. Yeah, so now you got it's peanut butter with honey on it. Here's a piece of bread. No, I do have one though. I do have a cinnamon bun. I should have probably did that. Well, the Raiders, gotcha. I'm sure you guys said. I think I do have one cinnamon bun. It's actually in the fridge. Like it just needs to be warmed up. Now that you brought it up, now I need to go and warm it up now. Oh yeah, Conquest models? The Conquest models are awesome. Because they're like bigger scale too, so I think they're like 30 millimeter scales or 40 millimeter scale.
sista fart. Gudar rider mot sista strid. Mörkret kväver livets frid. Ingen återvändo finns när ödet brinner tyst och
The 38 millimeters? Okay. Yeah, they're much larger. They're 10 millimeter larger scale than Games Workshop stuff. They're nice because it's nice having like big models, even for your infantry. Dude, that wind's blowing so hard you can see the camera move. I'm not touching anything. See how that camera's moving? You can see like a shimmy. Just like looking, I'm like, is it really shimmying? I'm like, every time that wind's blowing, dude, my camera's shaking like crazy. It is whipping outside. Oh my gosh, it's like woof. It's like literally moving my house. Ah. I gotta try to make the light reflection work here. I need to drop it down a brush. I can already tell that I'm going to be making a mistake here. too big. Come on. Come off the brush easier. That.
Solincest i Vestriheim, salir Carmen aller. Völvi skall her komma till fegen völsa. Völsi, völsi. Fjöjer gänger i fågelglodri brer av stein. Vider teker i eldi, kallstender i regni. Hjóður jörð, en hjartas leið. Heilir heilar, ginn heilager vegre, sigurblóð brennur undir mánaljós. Heilir heilar, völva kallar, kom þú fram frá djúpi drómar. Bænin kveða í næturhúm, ássar þegja en nornir spinna. Dáði hljóður en líf rönn. Heilir heilar, ginn heilager vegre, sigurblóð brennur undir mánaljós. Heilir heilar, völva kallar, kom þú fram frá djúpi drómar. Úr eldi rúseið kona vörn, mest af okrum hún kallar. Óttast
Okay. And these two are ready to get based. I need to check something real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, my house might blow over. All right. Okay, let's okay, and we'll be basing. Get the base, trim it. These things will be ready for a wash, which is cool. Get the glue out. Let's do this. Brush. I gotta watch the new Mission Impossible movie. It's on Paramount Plus, so the final Mission Impossible. Perfect. All right. Getting there. Oh, is Fallout already out? Yeah, it was kind of interesting that Tom Cruise said that that's like it for the Mission Impossibles. Like, you ain't gonna do any more of them. I'm like, well, that's something new. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing any more Mission Impossibles. Said that he's gonna do other movies, just not doing Mission Impossible ones. So it probably takes like forever to make one of those things, especially when he does all his stunts and everything else. Still need to watch that movie, yeah. And then you watch a new episode of Fallout. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that the new Fallout came out. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Fallout's like great. I love that series. Too long in the tooth? That's an awesome saying. Too long in the tooth, huh? I thought he was just gonna make a. I thought he was gonna make 100 of them. Like, I thought he likes that stuff. Like, I saw that there's another movie, and it's not a Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise. And it's called like Dig or something. I guess it's supposed to be like a like a comedy action or whatever you want to call it. Make him like a really, really old man with a shovel or something. I don't know exactly what that's all about, but finally something a little different than Mission Impossible, it looks like. For fight scenes, take a look at Jackie Chan movies because it is a great way to shoot action and stunts and a fan. It is. Like, but then you see like when they get older, they're like super broken. Looks like Jackie Chan's not too bad, but it looks like when it got later in his career, it seemed like Jackie Chan like stopped doing like these crazy action movies. Like, I like to see like more like Rush Hour movies and things like that, but I just don't think like Jackie Chan can keep up with the how much he fight, like all those stunts that he had to do. Cause I loved all the Rush Hour movies. Yeah, and then now you see him playing like. Yeah, he's like, he started slowing down and doing like Mr. Miyagi and stuff and like the new Karate Kids and things like that. So it's like, yeah, now he just plays like just old man roles, you know. He doesn't really do any more crazy action stuff. The Police Story series. All right, I'll take a look. I ain't afraid. Okay. Oh, why did I put these away? Need these here. We gotta give it oil wash. But like, I mean, it's been like forever. Like Armand was the one that got us to go and see the FNAF 2 movie, the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, the second movie. And it was crazy. Like in the previews, it just showed like all these movies coming out, and I'm like, man, I didn't even see like any like ads for anything. Like I didn't even know like the new Avatar movie was coming out, which I don't even think I watched the second one. I think I maybe watched like 30 minutes of it from the very beginning when like the wife was watching it or something on TV, and then I just like stopped watching it. I don't know. I don't know what about it. It just made me like, I can't believe he's making like 5 of those things or whatever. Good evening, more fellow mortal flesh bags. What's up, girl painting? How you doing? How are things? It's been some time. I appreciate you coming. Saying hi. How are things? Doing just fine, that's good. Just finished up some Necrons, nice. I've been doing a whole bunch of those off stream. I haven't been doing them on stream. Well, actually, I'm doing all the basic ones, like all the Necron Warriors. I'm doing like Lynchguard. I'll do like the Immortals and stuff. And then when we get like character models, I'll probably do those on stream. Painting 3 characters, nice. Alright. Got those washed. And we got the endless spells all done. It's awesome. Been working on night haunts on stream, painting those until we start the new month, and then we'll be working on a Stormcast Eternal model, which I probably should start assembling that thing. Get that thing ready. Alright, so I gotta wait for these things to dry. Well, at least set. Then we got, I don't know how I got 2 sets of them. So I don't recall. Maybe I misplaced one, and then I was like, oh, I need endless spells, and then I got another one, and then now I found both of them. So I only need 1 endless spell for the night haunts. Yeah, one is definitely a mimic, right? Like, one's definitely a mimic. So I painted both of them up because I'll just take the other set and we'll just sell them on eBay. And then this was the two sites. Worked out pretty good. Wait for these to cure a little bit more, and then I'll varnish coat them. And have those done. And then these are the 2 hourglasses that we just washed. I got Technomancer, a Geomancer, and a Royal Warden. Walked into a bar. Yeah, that's funny. It sounds like the beginning of a joke, right? All right. Golly, it is like blowing so hard outside. It is crazy how freaking windy it is. It's like 35, 45 miles per hour outside of wind. I mean, it is literally whipping hard. Like, I could feel the barometric pressure changing in the house. That's how hard it's blowing. It's crazy. Okay. So, one thing I don't want is to tone down the little ghostly dudes. So I'm taking a makeup sponge. I'll just wipe these off. They can stay in all the real deep recesses, but the external parts need to be wiped up pretty quick. Everything else can kind of dry off. I still want to keep these things relatively bright and ghostly. Ow. Ow. Friggin' incision's just driving me nuts. I hate that spot where it's at. It's practically the only thing that's like bugging me. This is what's been preventing me from having long streams, is that just that one and only incision that I have. I had the TikTok. I laughed so hard. Like I hadn't in weeks. That's funny. That's good. Have the patience or time, the crayons to explain what the crayons to explain that to you now. That's funny. Start helping is like 2 others. Like, oh, that's awesome. Nothing else is snaking up in there. Like to lower my intellect, I would have to need to dig a hole. That's pretty good. That is a good one right there. I need to dig a hole. Perfect. All right. Maybe I can start working on this outside stuff here. Perfect. Well, I can sit, dry. There we go. Bad intellectually, but I don't fight unarmed people. That's funny. Yeah, you have a perfect face for the radio. That's a good one too. Maybe a glass of water and an Uber. All right, guys. I don't know what I want to start on next. What do I want to start on next? I need to change this out. Get some paper. Okay. Now we've been doing night hunts this whole time. I still got about, what, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday? I got about 3. Non-metallic metal bronze? I'll do one in bronze because there was one that I wanted to do, but I still have to assemble it and stuff. I still need to assemble it and prime it, but I was thinking about doing this one. Get her all worked up. But I was going to do that for next month's dealio. So I figured that would be pretty cool. You gotta get ready for an appointment, Hecatone? Oh. Sneezes hurt my incisions. Oh. But this is gonna be for January, so we're gonna be doing January because we already did the Christmas one. So this is our one for Friday sub appreciation prize wheel giveaway. Well, a sub giveaway, we do this thing. Thank you, thank you. And if I don't see you again, Hecatone, have a very Merry Christmas. So I know that's in 4 days, so we'll get there. Oh, good holidays. All right. See, like, I need to fix these guys. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe in 3 days I could fix these dudes. They're like 3 streams, I think. Play story movies? I will do so. I will definitely do so. I do like Jackie Chan movies. Tuesday, got Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 more days. Yeah, I got 4 days. We could probably clean these things up. See, I started thinking about this and I don't want them purple. Like, I just don't want them purple. So we're gonna make them red. What a mess of figures I got everywhere. It's a mess. It's a mess, I tell you. Oh my gosh. Look at this, dude. This is like Monkey in a Barrel. You know, you played that game before? Oh, Monkey in a Barrel. You can literally do it with night haunts. Just literally stick a bunch of night haunts in a big container, and you could probably play a barrel of monkeys. Oh, we tell ya. Yeah, like I pulled one and it just had like 6 of them hanging on this thing. It was ridiculous. Trying to organize myself just a bit. Got a free Sigmar Knight. Basic one with the hammer and shield. Airbrush solo, it could be good training. Absolutely. I think those go here. More Mirror Morn. So funny. They used to call the Mirror Morns friggin' Mormon Banshees. These things are called Mirror Morns, and I always thought they were called Mormon Banshees. I think that all goes there. This goes over here. This is because I need like a good amount of time so we can work on the black coach, because I do have the black coach kind of ready to roll. But it'd be kind of nice to get these dudes done too. This is a boss. I think this dude's a boss too, but I'm not 100% sure. More Banshees. So I got all these ghosts and stuff. Like, I didn't know there was that many ghosts that stick onto the Night Haunt. Or the black coach, sorry. I think this dude's a boss too. I think he's a boss also. Got all these bosses. And a mountain of Mirrormorn Banshees here. Ridiculous. These dudes go here. Trying to figure out who is what. So I don't know if I'm ready to actually start like a whole set of 10 of these dudes. I don't remember what these dudes are called, but I'm gonna have to look them up. All the scalpers have grabbed the Stormcast Eternal Girl and selling them for ridiculous prices. Oh, absolutely. That's how like they all are. They always get me. Like, I didn't want to open the one box of the Inquisitor that I got. That's in a commemorative. Because now they want like $80 or $100 for them. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. And he's a boss. All these bosses everywhere here. Literally. Donkulus. 2. This dude is another ghost that goes to... It's like 8 ghosts hook onto that black coach. I'm like trying to organize just a touch here, guys. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I got going here. Pretty sure this goes with this dude. These go here. Oh, and that's the Briar Queen. Ah, but I don't think I can use the Briar Queen anymore. I think Briar Queen's too old. I think it's been put in Legends or something. See, like I got the cool little Briar Queen. She's like Yndrasta without the wings. Oh, okay. Six Nighthawks. What the hell? You pokey, scrapey little dudes. And I got this thing. It's in 1,000 pieces. And then I got this freaking ridiculous black coach, which the black coach is like in 1,000 pieces here. I got like thousands of pieces of this thing. We have to do so much sub-assembly on this thing, it's like ridiculous. Get the black coach going. It's gonna be awesome, but again, just okay. Let's get all the. That's 1 ghost, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 ghosts go to that thing. And the 2 sets of horses. More bosses. It's kind of weird, the bosses that I have here. Okay, we'll get the Mirrormorns in here. Do the Mirrormorns later. Think I'll work on the bosses. We'll work on the red coats. Cloaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 10 of these dudes. Goodness grief. See, like the weird thing is like, I have this dude that has like the locks and chains. And I'm not sure, I think it's the same thing as this dude. Like, it's kind of weird, like in the Night Haunts, it looked like they changed some of these dudes, but they're the same dudes. Like, this was like a boss by himself, and then he turned into being like a 3-part boss set or something. So I'm gonna have to keep looking, because you have like these dudes. I think that this dude and this dude are the same dudes. Oh, I'm kind of confused. Not exactly sure what to do. And this dude's really cool too. Not exactly sure what the heck this thing is on its back, but it's pretty neat though. And then this one here, the little library dude, is pretty cool too. So let me check your name. I don't see your name. You cannot cross the sticks. I guess we'll just work on trying to fix these things up. Alright, so the big one here I wanted to make, excuse me, dying here. So let's fix this issue that we got here. So we're gonna do reds. Full pyro red, and then excuse me, need some coal black, so I need to mix that with the burnt red to get like a true black red, because the ant black red is more like pinkish. Need a big brush. Good number 2, we'll see here. Literally painted this dude like forever ago. And making a change like this is quite difficult while he's still mounted onto this model. Well, sub-assembly painted. I would have had him off because I had him off previously when I painted him a bazillion years ago. Is what I'm meaning. So I can actually get to the internal parts. So this is going to be a little bit of a struggle fest. Because like I did originally this purple, but then after I did Lady Oleander, and then she's all in red, made me want to make all the bosses all red. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they always they always did some weird stuff. And then I just don't know why they did some of the Night Haunts and then they re-sculpted the Night Haunts. And then they like kept changing up like how many models are in a unit on some of the Night Haunts too, because there were some where they were like just a set of 5. And then they made them a set of 10. And you gotta say, it's not very old. Like, I like to say, like, where are we at in Age of Sigmar? We're in like 4th edition, 3rd edition? Maybe it's even more, I don't know. Maybe we're up to 6th edition on Age of Sigmar now. Always want to feel like Age of Sigmar hasn't been around that long. I think it's been around longer than I think it has. Because like the edition had the Dominion box had the Cruel Boys and the Stormcast Eternals, and then before that was the Night Haunts and the Stormcast Eternals. And then there is the new edition because they did the Skaven and the Stormcast Eternals. So that's like 3 on top of my head, and I think there was only like 1 before that. Before the Night Haunts. Fixing 8-year-old models that I painted a bazillion years ago. Changing things up so I can get my 2,000. It'll be way over 2,000 points, but at least have like a full army of Night Haunts would be really nice. So. Actually something for my personal self, so it's kind of nice. Being able to do that. Getting the Imperial Knights has been nice. So I have my 40k army, get the Age of Sigmar stuff done so I can have this. This is like super difficult. Like no joke. Like just trying to reach inside here is ridiculous. It's like the best that I can possibly do. Okay, so let's put that off to the side. I think after I did the base coats on these, I think I'm gonna have to stop because my incision's starting to bother me. I think if I can get all the reds, because these are already pre-mixed, like my pre-mixed reds, so I had to mix them. Get them all somewhat relatively matching. Get these on, and then I'll probably call it quits, because I'm just like, my incision's kind of bothering me now. This is that one, though, that bottom one's the one that's bothering me the most. I have like 5 incisions, and then the one incision's the one and only one that's bothering me most. Yeah, I know. Just let me get these base colors on this model and the 2 others, and then we're gonna call it quits because that incision, it's something about that incision. It just sits weird when I'm sitting upright. It just starts bothering the hell out of me. Because Friday, I pushed it a little too long. And then I was slightly sore on Saturday from it. And it's like happening about the same time as Friday too, is when it started bothering me. And then I pushed it for almost another hour. I was like, let's go and stop ourselves. I just want to get these covered up so we can do the cool reds and then cover up all these purples. And then with the purple covers, we're going to put them on the other dudes with the swords, whatever they're called. And have the purples on them for their little cloak. Now I gotta try to get these internal parts, which these things are unbelievably hard. Yeah. I'm hoping so. This thing's like really ridiculous. Yeah, Christmas Eve's on Wednesday, so yeah, I'll be streaming Tuesday and I'll be streaming Friday because we have to give the model away on Friday. What's up, Retheus? And yes, the Emperor probably wouldn't approve of this either. Got stuff done and getting ready for D&D, hopefully. That's awesome. My friend told me today he was like 5,000 points and 4 or 5 army. He hasn't finished and he's still buying more. I was like, rest in peace, dude. Yeah, it's becoming me. My issue. Like, I think in like one entire year I painted like freaking 400 models. I don't know if I did a true 500, so like 300 to 400 models. And it's just like scratching the surface, dude. But the good thing is that I've stopped buying things, which that's like is the main step forward of getting out of the plastic crack. Is to kind of stop, try to finish the stuff that I have without accumulating more. At least keep the importing minimal and more exporting. I've been painting miniatures and trying to sell them off, and that's been fun. I've been enjoying that. I've been trying to slowly cut down on my freaking importing of miniatures. I had to cut myself off from buying about 1.5 years ago. There you go. Like, I'm like, so long as if I can keep it to a minimum. Before I was just buying just way too much. And so I'm just like drowning in it. So now I'm trying to like paint them up because I still want to paint them. It's not like I don't. But now I'm like, I got to try to get some of these things where I'm like, okay, which ones am I really going to keep? And which ones is time to get rid of? Like, it's enough is enough. I don't need every army. I like to paint every army though, but I don't need every army. All right, last one. The Death Company box came out, that was the last thing. You don't have to paint everything that you buy. I do. I do. I enjoy it. These are, I don't even know the names of them, but they're HQs for the Night Haunts. All of these are Night Haunts. These are the HQs of them. And I don't know exactly what their names are on the top of my head. I just know I just needed to change these dudes from purple to red, so. I haven't even got remotely close to starting those Soul Blight Gravelords. I got so many of those dudes. It's ridiculous. Gosh, these things are so ridiculous to get inside these. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to change them up because I didn't want the purple on them anymore. Yeah, I think Total War is more like Warhammer Fantasy. Like old Warhammer Fantasy. Because they go in like, they're like rank and flanks on Total War. So that'll be like Old World. Age of Sigmar plays a lot just like 40k. Mostly any kind of new rules that they pass for 40k has already been done through Age of Sigmar. So pretty much how like gameplay and structures and stuff, it's just a simpler way of playing 40k. Is Age of Sigmar. But anything that comes out doing pretty well for Age of Sigmar, they'll integrate it into 40k. So pretty much almost any new rules and stuff that 40k gets, it's already been passed through Age of Sigmar once upon a time. The Lightning Bolt dudes are there. The Stormcast Eternals. You play the Stormcast Eternals in Total War, like Total War, but I think the Night Haunts might be in there. They're probably like a buyable, downloadable content. Most things that I play with Total War are like the Stormcast Eternals and the Chaos and stuff like that. Yeah, well, I don't know, like, I don't know about the original Total War, but I still think that there were still Stormcast Eternals in the original Total War. But they just played like Warhammer Fantasy instead of playing like actual Age of Sigmar style. There's no Stormcast Eternals in Total War? Are there a mod? Oh. Huh. And Total War 3 too? All of them? So they're just the regular dudes. The Empire, huh? Okay. All right. I guess that makes sense because I don't think I've seen anything that's really lightning bolts, I guess. Okay, so it was the Empire. So yeah, that Total War is all Warhammer Fantasy then. Okay, all right. All friends and his Imperial boys. Okay, that makes sense then. All right. So yeah, you play the Empire. So they have that. Then they must have the elves and then the orcs. So yeah, that's all rank and flank. So yeah, that's all old world or Warhammer Fantasy back in the day. Okay. Funny how that one's super popular, and then, but then I guess the old world is becoming really popular too. All right, guys, I'm done. I can't do no more. So we'll work more on these dudes on the next go around, and I'll look up their names because I can't freaking remember. But I finished all the endless spells, so the endless spells are all done. That look good, and then the big giant scythe. So now they're ready to get the big giant scythe, and all these things are ready to get varnish coated, so we'll do that. I might do them later while we get these guys done. So when these guys are all done, then I'll varnish coat like all of them, like a big massive amount of them. And then I can get those put away and we can work on some other stuff. So otherwise, I'm closing up shop, guys. I am done for today. I can't take any more. My incision is hurting. Alrighty, guys. I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me tonight. Really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching me over there on YouTube as well. Make sure that you're liking and subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate the help over there. So thank you, thank you. If you're over here, thank you guys so much for the follows, subs, resubs. I always appreciate the support here also over on Twitch. Shout out to my sponsors above. You can use those commands in chat, or you can go over to my Discord, !Discord, and the sponsor affiliate section there in Discord, and then it'll have all my affiliate links and discount codes. You're more welcome to use those as much as you like. Also there on Discord, I have my eBay store here, !eBay. Pretty much everything I paint on the stream normally goes over to my eBay store. So that's another way to support the stream as well. I do appreciate it also when you guys buy from there, so thank you. All of that stuff will come into the stream. I need to upgrade things and do stuff, so it's getting that time. It's been 5 years. Things are going to need to start getting upgraded and whatnot, so I'm going to have to start working on that. Trying to get figures done and painted. I'm working off stream, doing Necrons, getting those fed over into eBay. I got 10 more models of the same thing of the Lynch Guard, and then I'll have those posted up on eBay, as well as the other, the extra set of the endless spells for the Night Haunts. I'm going to throw them on there as well. Get them all sold so they can start cycling things back in. I got a little too crazy, need to send back out. Now I need to get things out and then kind of keep myself structured in small amounts of miniatures. Get my armies done, do commissions here and there, and just get this multitude of armies that I don't want to have anymore and just get them out. So yeah, and then YouTube, most of the stuff that'll be cycling back in, I want to do something special for YouTube. Right now I'm just live streaming on dual streams here and YouTube, but I'm hoping to get like some other things that are different than just tutorials. I don't want to just keep doing tutorials on YouTube. There's so many of them. I need to do something different. So we'll get to that down the road. Let's see here. That was YouTube. And then also hit me up on my socials. I've been posting some stuff up there on Instagram. So Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. You guys can follow me over there on the socials. I do appreciate that as well. Other than that, that's pretty much my spiel. Let me go over on the Twitch, refresh myself, and see who is up and out and about and doing stuff. Okay. I am stuck with not very many people to go raid to. Who do I have? Normally I have Lecter's Kitchen, but I don't think she's on. Everybody's building stuff. I guess we can go over and hood guard and see what he's up to. Looks like he's working on some salamanders. Let's go and try that. Let's see here. Go over to hood guard. Looks like they're doing. Looks like he's working on some Sally, so it looks pretty cool there. So let's go over and get a raid going over there. I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. Let's go over to hood guard, see what he's up to. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your weekend. I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Till then, take care.